Hello there, welcome to the final Crystalized review, and that is Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon 71774. Retails for 240 AUD, but I got it came out for 180 AUD, which that's like $60 off. And also I'm going to be comparing it to Lloyd's Legendary Dragon, which is only 100 AUD. Alright, first up we have the Crystal King's Throne, which of course you can sit the Crystal King on, and it has all the golden weapons on it in these crystallized golden weapon baggie, which you get one of in a set. This is obviously an unopened one, but because I have all the sets. But you do get 2 Hilts, 2 Swords of Fire, 2 Scythes of the Quakes, and 4 Shurikens, 2 Samurai Crowns. But it doesn't want to focus on it. That's alright, that's all you're gonna get. It's a good little side build. You get some little crystal pieces coming off. It's mostly black, but you do get all the golden weapons on it, and that looks good. You can have the Crystal King sit upon it. You can also, I think on the box it shows Lloyd on it, but you can't really put Lloyd on it too well. You can have him, he can't sit down really because of his his shoulder armor is. You can't sit down like that. But yes, you can. Alright, I'll put the mask on it, but you can have him sitting like that. So just have his legs forward. Alright, here, this is probably the best way you're gonna get Lloyd sitting on the throne. Okay, that is much better now. But you can have him standing on the throne. You just have to take his katana out. Where did I put? Oh, there it is. But you can have him, I guess, if you want to hold just his golden sword. Alright, I've been on this too long. Let's just move to the minifig. Alright, here we have the Crystal King, which I have reviewed this guy already in the Crystal King Temple. So this probably won't be as long. If you want, I guess, my full thoughts, go to that video. But it comes with 2 translucent pink katanas, just like the other set. Which one thing I don't like about this is that if you want to have him with all 4, you only get an extra of 1, so you can only give him 3. So you have to get another set if you do want to give him all 4 katanas. He has his nice like mask, which is like the Oni masks, but unlike the Oni masks of the regular ones on this helmet, you can actually move it back, and he's got these nice horns and the new samurai helmet mold, and he's got this new he's got the new face print, this sort of like jaw and all the silver, and he's got this back face print, which is like one of his face prints from Legacy. Here's his back printing. Alright, look to the back now. On the front, which I think as I said on the last video, I like how especially the torso and legs, how they connect. The torso not as well kind of connects. One thing on this Crystal King in particular, you might not see it too well on the camera, the torso printing's not done the best, so that kind of sucks. I do have, obviously I'll just use the other one, but that is a bit annoying, but it's not too big of a deal. But I guess if you're only getting one Crystal King minifigure, and you need to get that kind of sucks. But yeah, it's overall, obviously I'm not spending too long because I've already reviewed this figure in another set, and there's all the other figures to get on. But yeah, a good figure. Just like pretty much most of the crystallized figures. So on to the Vengestone dude. Alright, first up we have the Vengestone Warrior, which just like the Crystal King, but obviously more. I've reviewed this guy in other sets, but I guess first look over his weapon, which is this Crystal Blade, Double Blade, which I think I've said in my previous reviews, this came with like 2 other sets. I do not like this weapon, it is too big. I prefer the spear and the sword to this, so I will change into those. But I guess we'll go onto the figure itself, and he's got a really good head mold, which is translucent pink and metallic gray dual mold. He's got a nice torso print with this like copper shoulder, chest, armor stuff, and he's got like a crystallized half. He's got some good back printing. You can see all the yellow marks there for Vengestone coming through, and he's got the pink leg with the other grey leg with all the purple, and a good, just like I've said in my other reviews, the Vengestone Warriors are good. This is the more non-canon variant, but I don't think too many people besides myself and other hardcore Ninjago fans will care too much about that, but it's still a good figure, and I guess we'll go on to the Brutes now. Okay, now we're on to the Brutes, which you get 2 of in this set, and one of the Brutes has the spear here, and this guy has the double-bladed one, which is annoying. And the only difference between this guy and the Vengestone Warrior is the torso, which this is the more, this is the one that's in the shirt. It has the connection to the leg, so you can see like the silver connection. He's got like the symbol, and he has back printing that has like that more armor belt thingy and stuff on the back. And it, obviously, in the more canon variant, in the shirt is the guard that has the crystallized shoulder armor, which I think in some of the set images in the box art, it does show these two as having the shoulder armor, which in the actual set it doesn't. That would have been really cool if it did, because you only get 2 of those guys in, you get 1 in the temple and 1 in the big Crystal King set, which that sucks that you only get 2 guards because they are the more canon variant, but it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, just like the Warrior, the Brutes are good minifigures. Alright, now we're on to Golden J, which, just like the previous figures I've already reviewed, so I don't have much to say about him. I guess I'll just start off by just showing the figure. He has the Ninjago resistance symbol, because it's R, and they're resisting the Crystal King or whatever. And he has the some gold detailing over his, like, fugitive suit from the temple. Just like, yep, some more gold detailing. That's about it. I don't have too much to say, and just like I said in the other review, we've gotten so many generic, I guess this isn't generic, but we've gotten so many like ninja suits that I'm kind of getting a bit, not tired, I guess tired, but I've just seen so many and have so many that I'm, yeah, getting a bit tired of them, but they're still cool. Yeah, and obviously he's got his Ninjago symbol for J for his name, and more golden armor, and that's, oh, wait, hair. And alright, doing reviews on a carpet, and that's the best way to do it, definitely. And just for all, in case you haven't seen, this is the movie face they've been using since the movie in late 2017. So yeah, that's about it for Golden J. A good figure, just like all the other ones. I've just already viewed him, and there's more to do, and it's just kind of, it's good, but yeah, you've already had my thoughts, so yeah. Alright, now we're on to Cole, which, just like Jay, has the Ninjago R letter on his hood. He's got some more armor. He has a little bit of orange on him, which is nice. And yep, more golden armor on his legs. And yep, just like Jay, he has the Ninjago letter for C. I'm pretty sure that's C. I don't have all the letters memorized, but I'm pretty sure that is C, and that would make the most sense. He's got and he's got more armor detailing. Alright, but then just again, he has his movie face that they've been using since 2017. So that is about it for Cole. Alright, now again, we're on to Kai, which I'm going to sound like a broken record at this point, but he's got the Ninjago symbol for R, which means resistance, more golden detailing over his fugitive suit, which looks good. Yep, and he's got his back printing again with the Ninjago symbol for K, which is for his name, Kai. And yeah, I'll just show his face prints. There's his angry one, there's his happy one. That's it for Kai. Alright, now we're on to Zane, which I actually have something somewhat different to say about this guy. As you can see, his chest area here with his power source there, so that's cool. But again, it's the same Ninjago symbol for R for resistance, the golden armor all over his fugitive suit. I'll just go into the back, and or that's the letter Z for Zane. There's the katana, so I could point at it. But yeah, that's about it. But unlike the other ninja, he has this back face, which is like a back port, and his front head. But unlike the other ninja, this one's from 2018, because in the movie he was still had like a human, like yellow skin. But yeah, that's it for Zane. These figures are good, but I'm just kind of lightning firing these. Want to get onto the set, so yeah. I want the epic transition, you know, future me. Alright, now finally we're onto the minifigure that's actually kind of worth talking about, and that is Golden Oni Lloyd, but I don't know why I said but obviously he has his golden sword with the little, like, I think tassel thingy, I'm not sure if that's the correct name, and just a regular golden katana, and he's got some golden horns, but if you actually can see on the torso that there's all of this is pretty much printed gold, so you can see that the gold here is like the plastic gold, and you can see like there's a difference. Like you can see the cut between the actual like plastic than the printed on gold, and all this like scale detailing of armor and all the like gold and stuff, and all like the cloth belt here. It's really cool. This is actually like a really good minifigure. And then of course you have the actual Oni mask, which I can take off to take a little closer look. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, it's not going to focus that well, so I'm sorry. This isn't the best thing you get. Look at another Lego review if you want to see a better look, I guess. But yeah, this is a good Oni a mask piece. Then you have the helmet, this new helmet piece in gold, which is exclusive to Lloyd, just like everything else except for the head and the shoulder pad. But again, yeah, just the movie Lloyd face. Nothing special, just a golden shoulder pad on him. And some nice back printing as well, which again has that scaly design. Alright, now that we've actually discussed just how the minifigure looks, I'm gonna just actually talk about how it was in the shirt, because in the shirt his eyes are like pink to show Oni power, and he has 4 arms, which I'm gonna be real, I'm kind of not bothered by that, because the green eyes look much better. I'm gonna point using the sword, but the green eyes actually look much better than if they were pink. And I don't know how they would have done the 4 arms, because in the show he doesn't get an upper torso piece like Garmon does. He just grows like 4 arms, like he grows arms out of here and doesn't really get tall. And he still has this shoulder pad piece, so they would have had to make a new piece for the 4 arms, which would have taken away from another figure in the wave in the set budget or whatever. But that's my personal thoughts. I don't care that this figure is inaccurate, because also it was only there for 10 seconds, but it looks cool anyway. Oh, and also in the show, the helmet was a biker helmet, but yeah, the freaking samurai helmet looks way better than a golden biker helmet would anyway, so that's fine with me. Alright, now we're into the actual dragon itself, or themselves, or whatever. But I guess just like classic Dackle fashion, or Dackle fashion. I don't know why it's on my second channel, but this is going to be a very scuffed look around. But I guess first actually, what I can do, I can maybe not take them off, but let's look at the heads first. Okay, this actually, I really like these heads. Like, besides like this gray bit here, but like, but I like how there's all these, like, you can see the elements like stripping down from the head, so the head is, there's like actual stuff on here, which obviously is, I guess that's what you would expect, but it looks cool. And I guess since these were in core, and core didn't do dragons too well, except for Lloyd's Thunder Dragon, but we're going to talk about that in a bit. But you can obviously see but you can see the neck go down and you have more elements. Same thing with all the others. I know this is a very scuffed, but you're on a crappy YouTube channel with like 80 subscribers, what do you expect? And you have more fire detail, and you have these like movable horns and stuff. You can move them all around. The coal head, I guess the earth head and the fire head are actually on one of the top of yours, so you can have, like, if you want to do that, or that, I think this is the one that's in the instruction, but you can, I guess it doesn't matter, but you can switch between them. So let's talk about the earth one now, which I don't know how I'm going to get down there, but you can see all this Rocky stuff on there. Oh my god, Rocky, like his first dragon from the pilots and stuff, but yeah, it's cool. Okay, then we have the J1, which is yellow lighting, just like the dragon. The dragon minifigure. One's from the J-Bike. You know what I'm talking about, hopefully. And he's got his, like, short... It's a dragon. I do like how they use the, these, like, cheese slopes here. Come on, camera, pick it up well. Come on. Yeah, there we go. How, like, they sort of, like... This piece here goes into these. I like that. And then there's just like a 1x2 translucent brick there. And now we're on to... Alright, let's go to the worst part now. The wings. Come on, focus camera. Yeah, what you're meant to move this, honestly, I think that just doing it by that is better. So you can have them closed up like that, which looks a bit funky, or you can have them out slightly, or you can have them out all the way, which leaves this one being a bit too far out. I think this one, like something like that, is probably what I would say looks the best, but yeah, these wings are... If you look at Little Dragon, the wings are kind of just... mid, I guess that would be the word. They're not bad, but they're not like super great. But now let's move on to other aspects of the set. Okay, now let's move on to the legs. I'm going to just for now take off one of the wings, because you can actually do that pretty easily and just chuck it to the side. But the legs are actually pretty good. So here the feet, which are all basically the same. You got these like toes, and yeah, it's feet. They're cool. They're pretty stable. It uses the newer ball joint connectors with those like extra stuff on them. Then you have the leg with like the core piece. Then you have this build. This is all gold detailing. Freaking, I need a brain do thing. But it uses like the newer mech piece, or the one used mechs. It's used for mechs, okay? Freaking speak, Wells. Move it. Yeah, but you can't like do a full like, I guess almost 360 because it will hit like the heads. But yeah, it's got a good range of movement. Then there's the back legs, which also use that, so you can again do the same full movement, which that is good. Also something that's weird is the actual like middle section of the dragon here can move side to side. Okay, the leg, which that's cool. Then you have the tail, which is very weird because it's also on these like ratchet joints, so you can have it like slam down. Come on. Focus camera, you need to do that, okay. And you can have like this move side to side. You can't really swing that way unless you like swing the whole body, I guess, but yeah, he's fallen over. Let me put his wing back on. Okay, we are back now, back to the tail, but you can move it, at least yeah, like that, then like that, so you can have it sort of slashing that way, but that looks very unnatural. Yeah, I think that's... I don't know, I guess, yeah, and it's not too stable, as you can see when I was moving it around before. Like, the legs would sort of, because the... I don't know, well, I'm gonna see, but but there's like the divot here, the curve is here, so it might want to like go like that, sorta, instead of just being straight flat. I guess that doesn't look too hard to actually modify if you want to, but that's how it's told, the instructions tell you to do it, but I guess that would, yeah, that's probably one of the things that makes this not as stable, and the wings are kind of, yeah, right, I guess that's sort of it for the overall, but oh yeah, there's also like this. There's still a few more things, like, you can put Oni Lloyd on there, and you can ride it and look cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I guess I'll compare it to Lloyd's Legendary Dragon now. Okay, now we are on comparing it to Lloyd's Legendary Dragon, which is like half the price, and honestly, I think, I guess it depends on what you prefer. Obviously, this one's gold. That's cool, it's gold. Gold pieces are probably harder to produce than just normal pieces. But you get the same sort of posability. I need to not do one hand. You get the same sort of posability with the legs, except for the back legs. The feet are pretty much identical, and you get the same posability on the front legs, because it uses that same ball joint system. But what I think this set really shines is the head, because it uses the new molded heads from, we got Bright Star that we got in Legacy in 2021. But you can see there's like actually a fully built head connected to it, so it's like brick built, but also not brick built. And then there's also like actual cloth wings as well. And you get one of those teamwork banners. Oh my god, no way. Then there's a tail, which I think looks I guess you could say it looks better. It's more posable because it's on ball joints. The retro twists are kind of cool. It's not as big. And then there's like a big like thingy down there, and there's this. Whoa, I guess that stop. I don't know what you expect from my stupid YouTube channel, okay? And you can move the saddle. So that's a brief overview of this guy. And yeah, it's just ability issues again because I just pushed him down. He's a bit heavy. Let me fix him up. Alright, now they're actually like I guess given a brief. Oh yeah, and there's also a tongue. That's cool. These guys don't have cool tongues. Like look at that. That's pretty epic. This guy's pretty epic. I think it depends on what you want. I think this one is probably a better build, but obviously it's not canon, so some people won't care about it. I think it's cool. Obviously this dragon is canon. It didn't do too much in the show, also just in the final battle, and it's made of the forgotten weapons or whatnot, but it is a lot bigger. Like, I don't know if it's like double the price bigger, but it is bigger. I don't know, yeah, I guess that's for your judge to claim. Because it is all big. I think that, I didn't check the piece count, it's not too much more. But I don't know which one I prefer. I think I like this one more. This one's obviously bigger, and it's gold, and that's cool. This one has better wings, a better head. This one has 4 heads, and is gold, and a bit bigger and bulkier. Yeah, and now that I've actually like seen these like side to side and like looked at them and had them both, I think it depends. I think they're both good in their own terms. I think I like this one more, but this one's also a cool gold dragon with 4 heads. Like, yeah, they're both cool, but I guess just for now I'll go into my. Actually, that's it. All right, final thoughts. I think it's good set, but obviously like a lot of sets this year. I don't know if it's like 240 good. At Kmart it's 180, and I think it's currently sold out. But if you can get it for cheaper, I would recommend it. Maybe not at retail price, but yeah, Lego prices. That's a very I guess it's a really that's an issue with Lego sets from now. Hopefully they get better, but this one's a good one. Definitely overpriced like a lot of sets this last year and this year because it's 2023 now, but it's good. I think the figure selection is a good. Like if you're only gonna get one Crystalized set, I think this is a good one because you get all 4 ninja, golden Oni Lloyd, the main villain, and some bad grunts. So it's a good starting set, or I guess a good. If you're gonna get one Crystalized set, this is a good one to get. Obviously, you don't get any of the generals or side characters, but you know, if you want the generals and side characters, you have to buy all the sets, because yeah. But I guess I've rambled on for too long. It's a good set. This one's also a good set. That's about it. Bye.